big win against St Kilda. Must have been really pleased not only with the win, but to have a big contribution to it in the last couple of quarters as well.
Yeah, it was a big win. Our back was up against the wall for a bit there, and to contribute late was good. I didn't do much from the start of the game, so it's always nice.
The headband, are we going to see that again this weekend? It looks like the cut's all right at the moment.
Yeah, I hope not. It was very uncomfortable. Sort of felt like my head was twisting with that thing on, so didn't love it.
Did it unlock a little bit of marking form going back in the back line as well and taking those couple of intercept marks as well, though?
Yeah, I know. I felt a bit lost down there. Don't find myself down back too much, so I was just lucky the ball pretty much landed in my hands that one, so it was good.
Obviously, to get a win like that, fighting back against a team who St Kilda really pushed you guys, had the lead for majority of that middle portion of the match. Do you guys take a lot of confidence out of that again ahead of another big game this week against North Melbourne?
Yeah, 100%. They played really well, and as I said before, our back was up against the wall, and they brought really high pressure, and for us to be able to stand on that momentum and kick back was really impressive by our group.
What about that forward line at the moment? You've had so many players come and go all season. Has it been hard to sort of be able to settle with a 6 or 7 there and get some continuity?
It can be. It can be at times. No doubt that we, love our Joel and Paps out there. But in saying that, we've also got a lot of guys that can play forward that might play in the midfield. You've seen Haynes and Chad go down there and spend a bit more time down there. So that's been awesome for us as well. So it gives us different looks to give the opposition. So it's not what we our first preference, but we're really lucky that we've got really dynamic players that can do that.
Have you taken Jake Lloyd under your wing a bit, showing him around the field?
I think he needs to take me under his wing. He comes straight in and starts dominating. Half forward is meant to be hard, and he's just dominating. So it's awesome having him down there.
Do you feel like a bit like you're the mainstay at the moment? Like this is your forward line, and you've got to sort of take charge and get everyone organised?
I think I'm probably the most experienced down there at the moment, so I feel a little bit of that, but not in the sense of any added pressure or anything like that. The boys are really good. Like guys have really stepped up this year. Braden Campbell's had a really good year, and he's starting to step up. Hayden McLean's played a lot of footy, so guys like that have also been really good.
Do you like the idea of taking on a bit of that responsibility as like one of the more experienced guys down there? Obviously, big new deal last year. You're here for the long-term future as well, that it's like, okay, this is my forward line. This is my chance to kind of really put my say on it.
Yeah, for sure. I think, I've played down there my whole career. It's pretty much, I played with, a lot of really good players, and Paps has been one as well that's, I played most of my footy with. So, when he goes down, I feel, it's probably up to me to, do that organising and stuff like that. But other than that, the boys have been awesome. Everyone's really connected. We're a really tight group, and then you throw Lloydie down there. He's played 250 odd games. He just adds experience, and that's really helpful.
Do you have to try and match Paps' celebrations as well when he's out of the team?
Nah, no one can do that. He carries on like a pork chop, but it gives us a lot of energy.
In terms of this week against North Melbourne, obviously there'll be a couple of familiar faces on the outside, but particularly Parks, who will be in the blue and white at the SCG for the first time. Is that going to be a little bit weird seeing him on the other side at the home ground?
It is. It's still weird seeing him in blue and white, but this weekend we're obviously enemies and opposition, but he's a champion of this club. Someone that's so respected within these four walls here and will be forever. In saying that, hopefully we can get a little sandwich tackle on him with another one of the boys. But post game, a big hug for him, and
It's probably a question we'll ask anyone who's up for media in the next couple of weeks. But you're a ladder predictor guy. You're getting into any of that sort of stuff to keep the hopes alive, or how do you kind of approach these next sort of 6 weeks?
I think with these ones you can't really overthink it, and I know you guys hate hearing it, but you have to take it week by week. We play every game like we need a win, which we do. We're not blind by that. So, it's sort of all on the line, and that's how we're going to play our footy.
I think James Rowbottom had 18 tackles on the weekend. You've had some big games where you've had some big tackles. Is there some kind of sort of internal competition to sort of see who can get the most tackles, or is there anything like that fueling you guys?
We definitely, it's something we pride ourselves on, and if you have a big game of pressure points, it'll get mentioned in our game review. So Rowy's, he brings his A game with that every single week. He's been doing it his whole career, and he's been a standout. Then you've got guys like Brody Grundy who really helped with that as well. For a big man, his pressure numbers are through the roof. So we've got a lot of guys that share that load, but Rowy's been a standout, and yeah, one of those guys that you're just very glad is on your team.
Looks like.
I was going to say, I've got to ask you about Barry Robson, the legend. I think he's a North Adelaide guy from where you're from. Did you know much about him at all? Was there much of his history?
Not too much, no. Sorry, I'm not sure.
That's all right. I should wear a jacket.
In terms of looking ahead to this week, North Melbourne, obviously, their midfield battle looks really good in terms of having, even though Tristan the Cherry isn't going to be there, like they've got some really good mids around there, but having Brody in his form at the moment, how much have you enjoyed kind of watching what he's done, the tap to Errol, little things like that we're just seeing him really elevate his game yet again?
Yeah, he's been phenomenal. It's what he's doing, and especially probably in the past 10, 12 weeks has been insane. He's it's like he's wound back the clock and gone back to his prime, which he has. But it's no surprise he puts in so much work. He's such a good teammate. He's always checking in and doing extras around the club, so it's no surprise to us what he's been able to do, and it's simply put it down to his workload and work rate, so it's awesome.
And obviously there's been a few tough selection calls across this year as well. One of your good mates, Ollie, is sort of out of the team in the VFL as well at the moment, but as we know, he's such a good clubman. How has he kind of responded to that, and are you looking forward to hopefully seeing him get that chance back in the AFL at some point?
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, it's he's been really good. He's such a good person and a good teammate, as you said. So, although he would love to be playing in the AFL, he's out there in the twos, and he's helping some of our young mids and young half backs and teaching them, what it takes to play at the level. And I've got no doubt he'll be back in the seniors, whenever Coxie's ready or the coaching staff are ready. But he's handled it so well.